Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Luca Kassab. It's been a while, but welcome back to Fresh on Clips. The Clippers, very disappointing playoff run. James Harden was supposed to put us over the top, but in Clipper fashion, Kawhi Leonard gets hurt yet again. Love the dude. I think he's such a good basketball player. But even after last year, where he played 60 games, it's been proven that the guy cannot stay healthy. It's a problem. But the Clippers, we keep going and we try to make up for the fact that we lost last year in disappointing fashion. No, free agency was very interesting, but let's start with the draft. We got 18-year-old at the time, 19 when the season starts, Cam Christie out of Minnesota. That's something I'm really excited about. Cam Christie, brother of Max Christie, Laker, of course, but I loved Max coming out of the draft. Cam, though, he's a little more raw of a prospect, but great shooter, 39% in college. But even more to me is he can create off the dribble. He showed it in summer league. It just needs a little bit of work. So this first year, not likely to get a ton of minutes, but I know that he'll probably be playing with our G League team. I was about to say Agua Caliente, but they've moved to Ontario or maybe San Diego, one of the two. But yeah, he's gonna hoop down there. He's gonna get time to develop, and he's a prospect I really like. Now on to our actual signings. Actually, let's start with just free agency as a whole. We lost what was supposed to be our guy, Paul George, the guy who we traded our golden boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, for. He's gone. And it's crazy to me because the guy always says, I want to finish my career in LA. That's what he was saying. And it felt like he really wanted to, but our front office happily did not cave in to the outrageous request he wanted. But he wanted a no trade clause in a league where only LeBron and Bradley Beal have it. LeBron, he's LeBron. He's gonna get it. He's the king. He has the power. He's debatably the GOAT. But look at Bradley Beal. The Wizards gave it to him. It was so hard to get a trade done. Luckily, Phoenix caved in, but it's just in this modern NBA, a no trade clause is horrid to have. Paul George, huge loss, but I do think a lot of people are overestimating the impact it's going to have. He averaged 19 points a game in the playoffs, and honestly, he's been too streaky of a player. 2021, he was awesome for us. That was the best he played, in my opinion, in his entire career. But the point being is, guy has a night where he'll have 42 and then followed up with 7, and he doesn't shoot enough. When we got Harden, he bought into the whole, I'm a glue guy. I have to go defend other team's best player, that type of mindset. And, for a max level player, a former guy who, perennial all-star, of course, all NBA guy, you can't be thinking like that. You're a superstar. You makes max money. So show me why. You know, I'm very happy we have that guy gone because the excuse making, the podcast, the blaming of other teammates, it's so, I'm so happy it's gone. I appreciate him for 2021. He was awesome for us. That was one of the best runs. Well, it was the best run we've ever had. And my salute to Paul George, but he can, I hope he balls out in Philly, but I hope he doesn't win. We lost Dice and Plumlee. Womp womp. They both sucked. Dice had some occasional good games, but too reliant on the 3-point ball for a big man. Plumlee was just barbecue. Then BBJ and Musa. I was a little sad about Musa. Homegrown guy. He looked great in the summer league, but we opted against using a two-way on him, which, I trust our front office enough. And BBJ, talented guy, but he's one of those guys who he showed me I can't really trust him playing with a guy like Kawhi Harden because he's not good enough off the ball. He's not a good enough catch and shoot guy. And in the modern NBA, you can't play off the ball and you don't defend at a high level. What are you going to do? You're not worth much unless you're a James Harden, a Luca. If you can get buckets at will, go for it. But Brandon Boston didn't prove it. Good luck to him in San Antonio, but I don't know. I don't see really a role for him, well, for the Clippers at least. On to our signings, though. Derrick Jones Jr. That is a guy I love. As I said earlier, Paul George, 19 points per game in the playoffs. 41% from the field, which is all right, but Derrick Jones Jr. was a pest that series. He was bugging him. And, big role in that Mavs postseason run, getting to the finals, defending the other team's best players, made Tatum look awful in the playoffs too. And he shot 37% from three in the playoffs. I will happily take a guy like DJJ, either the 2, 3, 4, but he's going to fit perfectly with the defensive identity that we're trying to build. No, defensive identity, we talk about Nicholas Batum, another guy we brought back, and Kris Dunn. Both of them great defensive players. Nico, if we want to go small ball, we have that small ball five. And the glue guy, Paul George, said we were missing. With Batum, yeah, he's a little older. He's getting up there in age, but he showed in the playing games that he is still elite at what he does. Picking up the other team's best player full court, playing elite defense, high IQ defense, high IQ offense, smart basketball player, hitting open threes. Oh, and he'll risk his body. And he has a clutch factor. We all know Nico. That's why I'm not really getting deep into it. But Batum Battalion, reunite. Then Kris Dunn, that's a guy I've wanted. It's a certified clamp. 37% from three last year too, which is a big thing because we know he can drive. He's the top guy in the NBA in terms of percentage of drives where he reaches the paint and gets another guy a great shot. 81%. 81% of the time when he drives. But the 3-point ball being there, that's the big thing. This is a guy who's replacing Westbrook. And Westbrook's biggest flaw was he could not shoot for the life of him. He played elite defense, but Kris Dunn plays defense at the same level and shoots the 3 ball better. Plus, he knows how to play off the ball if he has to. We also signed 2 guys, not really a big fan of. Mo Bamba. All my friends who are Sixers fans, they really do not like him. They think he's due 1 or 2 great plays a game. But he's just not consistent. And they say he doesn't really have a true role. He doesn't play like a real center. He thinks he can shoot the 3 ball too efficiently. Not big on Mo Bamba, but potential's there. Hopefully it shows me something. Then KPJ, the guy off court, we don't talk about it. I don't like the signing because of the off court stuff. But on court, he's a great scorer. But my problem is he feels a little redundant next to Norm Powell, right? Because Dunn's a 1, KPJ is not a 1. We saw in Houston, he cannot be a 1. He's too score first of a guy. He doesn't make anyone else better. He's a cone on defense. But if he plays the 2 and just has a role, go get buckets, he could be a solid basketball player. Good 3-point shooter, great off the bounce. He can get to his shot pretty well. But I don't know, next to Norm, I don't like a lineup of a bench unit, for example, of Kris Dunn, KPJ, Norm, Nico, and Bamba, I guess. Maybe you throw in Amir Coffey or Jordan Miller, but I don't like it. I'm not a fan. KPJ has to play the 2. He has to be put in a position where he can go get buckets. Finally, speaking of Amir Coffey, I don't know if he really has a spot on this team either. Jordan Miller, 46th pick in the NBA draft 2 years ago. Well, now, I guess, going into his sophomore season. Summer League first team, 25 points a game. And when he was on the court, he was a difference maker. Made everyone else look better. I get it's Summer League, but the guy defends. He's great at drawing fouls and taking contact. Looked like a great shooter. Great catch and shoot guy. Shot 40% during Summer League. And he was like Nico with some of the pickups. The guy deserves a chance. Him and Kobe Brown both impressed me. But we'll see with Ty Lue. He doesn't like playing as young guys, but our team needs a little youth. Overall, this offseason, I do think we became a more talented roster. We got way better defensively, which is something we were lacking. And I feel like we do have an identity as a defensive-minded team. Let me know down below what you guys think. And let's go Clippers. Season about a month and a half away. I'm hyped, baby. Intuit Dome. Let's go. Peace.
Clippers bring it in. 5 seconds to go. Tie game. Seatbelts are fastened. Lou Williams for the win. Bingo!
Oh my goodness.
God, he got it! 1 second left. Clippers by 2.
The three for the tie. Oh my goodness! I don't believe what I have seen. We are tied at 115.